Hey, what's up guys? It's Bryson. Welcome back to the ranch. Super glad that you're here. Super glad that you're seeing this video. So I'm making this video to put on our website so that people can learn more if they have questions about how our freezer beef works. So when we're talking freezer beef, we're speaking quarters, halves, and whole beef. And that is pretty much just what it sounds like. So on a quarter, you're gonna get exactly 1/4 of all the cuts coming off of an animal. On a half, you're gonna get exactly half, and on a whole, you're gonna get all of it. Now everything is done a little bit differently. So let's start with a quarter. You can see the prices on our quarters. Should be right up here on the page somewhere. And the quarters you're gonna pay in advance and you're gonna get a pickup date. Our quarters come on a pre-done cut sheet. So we pick the cut sheet, mostly bone-in cuts. So you're gonna get a little more variety in there if you would on a custom cut sheet, but mostly bone-in cuts. We're gonna pick the cut sheet, but if you would like to see a copy of that cut sheet, if it's not listed right down here, send me a message and I will send that over to you. On our halves, so when we get into halves, we get into true custom freezer beef. So if you order a half from us, you're gonna get a custom cut sheet where you get to decide exactly how you want it processed, bone in, bone out, what cuts you want ground up, the ball's in your court. So on a whole, very similar to a half, you're essentially gonna get 2 halves. So if you ordered a whole beef from us, you can get 2 different, I guess, cut sheets on one order because you're going to get 2 different halves of that beef. The ball is really in your court. You guys get to decide exactly how you want that done. There are some things, premiums, patties, sausage, things like that, that our processor can do that do cost more. So on our standard pricing, we pay all the processing fees. We pay everything related to that. That's your out the door price for the animal, the beef, processing, everything. But if you start adding on things like that to our cut sheet, we're just going to pass that cost along to you. If you have any other questions, you can send me a message here. Oh, hey, I don't forget anybody that finds us here and is looking for great beef. So you send me a message wherever you're seeing this video and you know you're going to get an answer from me. You can call me, text me, email me. I'll be glad to get you taken care of. Is this what the internet ranchers do? It's a 32-foot gooseneck with 3 steers in it. Everybody tells me that I don't know what I'm doing. I'm not a real rancher. And I guess you're probably right because I can't even fill up my own cattle trailer. Really crazy what a little bit of rain can do for a pasture like this. So we got a little bit of rain on Sunday night, I think. And before we got that rain, most of it looked like this right here. You can see it's still pretty brown. But after that rain in the bottom of these terraces, look at that. We got good grass coming back up, some good coastal grass, and it's kind of splotchy, but that's the difference when we talk about we'll take any kind of rain as ranchers. That's the difference. It's, sometimes a 1/4 of an inch of rain makes all the difference of you having enough grass to put up hay to get you through the winter. Well, the good news is you're in the right spot. Braxton and I actually talked about on our podcast today that there's none of the lab-grown, cell-cultured, any of that stuff here. It's just real good quality Texas beef. And we're super excited that you found us here. Send us a message if we can help you out. We sell high quality grain finished beef here in North Texas. We're located in Springtown, about 30 minutes west of DFW. We can ship our individual cuts, our beef boxes, things like that straight to your front door. And you can come pick up your quarters, halves, and wholes, things like that directly from us. So we appreciate you. Thank you very much. Hey, good beef isn't cheap. Let me tell you how I know that. What's up guys? I'm Bryson, 4th generation cattle rancher. 1st generation social media online person. My family and I have been raising cattle here in North Texas for over 100 years, and now we've launched our direct community beef company. Hey, always shut the gate, doesn't matter what you're doing. Anytime I post a video about how much we charge for something, what our prices are, my comment section gets blown up. Honestly, I did not realize that many people had degrees in ag economics. But what's hilarious is when people come and comment on my posts about our ranch and our beef and tell me that I bought this for this price. Well, let me tell you what, I'm about to take 11 steers to the processor, and our processing cost is more than some people are paying for the whole animal. So there's corners being cut somewhere. It's either with the steer or with the processor.
You can have who are your top 3 dream sponsors for the Parker County Beef Company podcast.
Okay, so Case Knives.
Case Knives.
More Maker Knives.
More Maker Knives in, I believe they're in, is it Matador, Texas?
maybe.
More maker knives. I'll let this video make it to them. Okay. Well, keep going. I mean, don't just give me 3. Just give me who all you want to sponsor this podcast, and we'll start from there. And then
John Deere.
Okay, that would be pretty. Wouldn't that be cool to start the podcast and say this podcast is brought to you by John Deere? People being people asking questions, but apparently that's it's a much realer thing than probably we realize. So what do they say in here? They say that USDA announced Wednesday it issued grants of inspection to Upside Foods, Good Meats manufacturing partner Join Biologics, and that they may begin producing and selling lab-grown chicken, which is crazy.
No chickens involved.
Chickens involved, yeah. I don't know about that. That's seriously crazy.
Hey guys, it's Bryce and welcome back to the ranch. You know, I could get on here and make a video about the benefits of going directly to the source and all the things, the reasons why our customers choose to come and buy directly from a ranch like us. But sometimes it speaks more to let the people who go directly to the source do the talk. So thank you very much for your comment and your support. And if you're looking for really great grain finished North Texas beef, you send me a message. We sell everything from individual cuts all the way up to whole beef. We can ship our individual cuts in our beef boxes all across the country, and we're super excited that you found us. F350 hooked up to the Red Rhino hay hauler. So we put 10 round bales on here. You slide them on from the back. You pop that lever up, and then they unload themselves off the side. We'll get you a view from the back here, but you wouldn't believe when I posted this video how many people had comments. From I was ruining the transmission to I needed to chock the wheels to I need to load them from the side. All kinds of opinions on this setup, but we largely use that truck for pulling our trailers around. This time of year, it's moving a lot of hay. Thank you for commenting. I designed this hat. I was about this far from failing middle school art when I was in school, but I was able to design this hat and people like them. We're always rocking them here on the ranch. So you can find them on our website. Go check them out, and they are, I think they're $19.99 out the door, shipped to you. If you order a hat from us, I'm going to give you your money back in store credit as soon as it ships out, so that when you place your beef order, it becomes a free hat. So we recommend 5.5 cubic feet of freezer space per quarter, so you can do that math. It's about 10 to 11 cubic feet for every half, and you should be able to find those at Home Depot, Lowe's. Most places will carry freezers that size in stock. I'll head back down here to the ranch, and I'm going to show you guys not only our feed and our feed setup, but I'll also show you guys the nutritional values of our feed that lets us hopefully keep putting between 2.7 and 3.5 pounds a day of weight on these steers. All right, so let's check out the feed rig here, guys. You can see we got, I don't even know what, Lundell. So this is our grain cart here. I'm gonna try to put the camera up there to see if you guys can see over in there. See how much we got left, help us out too. 2 birds, 1 stone here. But it's got a good auger on it here. We just run down the fence row, feed them out, and then let me see, I can get you guys. So all of our feed now is pelletized, and they're liking this, guys. They're eating it up, and those trobs are clean every time. Hey guys, it's Bryce and welcome back to the Parker County Beef Company. Super exciting today because I made this video actually right down there a few months ago talking about ground beef subscriptions. But this weekend we will have our ground beef subscriptions live on our website. I think we'll probably have 2 different sizes, a small and a large, or medium and a gigantic, I don't know, something like that. Ground beef subscriptions. Get our beef, 80/20 grain finished ground beef from our ranch, shipped straight to your front door as often or not as often as you would like. We know you're going to love it. Check us out. Send me a message if I can help you out. Hey guys, it's Bryson. Happy 4th of July from the Parker County Beef Company. We hope you and your family have a safe and enjoyable holiday. And we just want to recognize that we could not have views like this, and we couldn't do what we do without living in the greatest country in the world, guys. 13% protein. There's somewhere around 4.5 fat, 14. Good calcium. Plenty of vitamin A, and then we're feeding that at about 3% a day. Okay guys, so I got back to the office and I finished the numbers on that steer. So that steer was on feed for 56 days and he gained 194 pounds. So that's at 3.4 pounds per day. We're pretty happy with that. So what we're shooting for is for every 7 pounds that we feed, we want them to gain 1 pound. So we're right in line with that. It's working out good for us. It's making good beef, and hopefully that continues. Okay, be aware. If you want to send me something and have me try it out, do a review or something like that, be careful what you ask for, because I will absolutely review it, but I'm going to be 100% honest on if it's going to work for us and what I think about it. Now, that being said, this is a product that we found this year that never quite seen anything like it. So if you're like us this year, flies have been pretty bad. We tried just about everything. We tried the traps, we tried a lot of the sprays, different stuff, and nothing seemed to work until we found this stuff right here. So we use this here on the ranch outside of all of our cattle animals, just kind of in general areas here. And the cool thing about this is it not only kills, but it also attracts the flies. So you're not having to go find them. So here's a little test bucket that I put out about 2 days ago. And you can see on the ground here, here's the area under the test bucket. So I think you can find this stuff at Tractor Supply. It was sold out locally, but I found mine on Amazon. Howdy guys, kind of a cool moment here. It's our last set of weekend feedings for our inaugural set of steers, Park County Beef Company here, that we're taking to get processed this week. So we're bringing more in here soon. I've got to go catch them, but the initial run here, we're emptying out. I think we're taking 12 steers to get processed next week, some going as halves and wholes, freezer beef, some going into our inventory. But either way, super cool. This is the kind of first official step of them leaving the ranch and headed to your table. So if you've already ordered from us, it's in the works. And if you haven't, what are you waiting for? Make sure you guys stay tuned. I'm gonna do some longer videos of our process of getting them here to the processor. I'll have a YouTube video on that. And we're expecting somewhere in the neighborhood of about 5,000, 6,000 pounds of inventory coming in. So when we're talking freezer beef, we're speaking quarters, halves, and whole beef. And that is pretty much just what it sounds like. So on a quarter, you're gonna get exactly 1/4 of all the cuts coming off of an animal. On a half, you're gonna get exactly half, and on a whole, you're gonna get all of it. Believe it or not, this is a real thing, and I've had this conversation multiple times this week about fake lab-grown meat. I would also say that's probably the #1 reason we get when we talk to customers about why they're choosing to go farm to table, you know, directly here from our ranch, is that they want to know exactly where their beef, all of their products are coming from. So lab-grown meat, chicken, things like that, go Google that. You will find all kinds of articles about things that are getting approved right now. And as you can see right here in the comment, they are concerned that these things are going to start making it into the normal food system. So one really good way for you guys to know exactly where the food that you're putting on your table is coming from is to go directly to the source. That's what we are here at the Park County Beef Company. If we can be of assistance, you just send us a message. We've finished beef here on the ranch for forever, right? Our family's always done that, but we just did it. There was no math involved. There was no, I guess, forethought, you could say. We just fed it until it was fat, and then we processed it. But now, we're building this online beef company. One of the things that we have to keep in mind is, at the end of the day, the math has to math. Hey guys, it's Bryce. I want to let y'all know that as we did our initial product offerings here at the ranch, our boxes were built around a few staple cuts, ground beef, roasts, and steaks. We will be adding a lot more options to our website this upcoming week. Flank steaks, skirt steaks, all of our rib products, any of the organs, the oxtails, things like that, they're all going to be on our website. So if you want to add that to your existing order, send me an email or a message on here and I can go back in and add that to your existing order. Or if you haven't placed an order, you can add them in your new order, first time order here at the Park County Beef Company. Make sure you go order your hat. It'll turn into a free hat when you get your beef. We'll get you all taken care of. Well, I know my friend is joking with this comment right here, and I'm super glad that somebody said it, but this is awesome. This is hilarious up until the point that you realize that this is exactly what it's like to create content and post videos on the internet every day. So thank you very much for the comedic relief. And if you guys were ever wanting to know what it's like to post videos on the internet, here you go.
28, 29 on the money. Him on 29, and 30, and 1, and 2, 3, and 3, and 4. $34, and 34, 5, and 36, and 36, 5, 6, and 135.
No growth hormones here, just really good Texas beef. we raise right here. We finish on grain for 90 to 120 days, and that's gonna give you that steakhouse quality steak and cuts that you expect and you love.
So, anything you want to leave the people with? Lab grown meat. What's your thumbs down? 2 thumbs down for the Park County Beef Company.
It might be toxic.
It might be toxic. We don't know.
It's toxic.
We don't know. So, Braxton, do you want to tell the people? You want to give the little outro? Tell the people what we do, where they can find us.
You can find us in Springtown, Texas.
Yep. Website.
ParkandCountyBeefCompany.com.
That's right. And we sell. Can you tell everybody what we sell?
Beef.
Well, it actually got up to about 110, 111. So I don't think it's pre-cooked, but it is definitely warmed up for you. Ready to go in the oven and ready to go from our ranch to your plate. Now we're getting into the fun stuff. Look this out. PJ, I think it's PJ Rollster. We got 3 of these bins. It's got the tarp on it. Man, when we bought this, we bought it thinking, because we were doing some construction stuff, we thought, you know, we'll maybe use it and then sell it, but you can see another one of the bins right over there. That thing is invaluable. We use that weekly here for all kinds of different uses. We're able to swap the bins out. That thing is awesome. A lot of people get beef all wrong. Let me tell you why. So, especially in some parts of the world and the economy, beef is heavily commoditized, right? Beef, you could say, is that. It's just beef. But it's really not. There's a ton of nuances that go into the quality of beef that ends up at your table. So the subtle differences in how that animal is raised, fed, finished, and cared for really matters when it comes to the quality of your beef. So all of our steers are grass-fed, grain-finished. We finish on grain for about 90 to 120 days. We take really good care of our cows. We manage their nutrition and their overall health. And these are just a few things that really impact the quality of beef that ends up at your dinner table. So keep that in mind. If you're looking to upgrade your beef, I know a place. Rob, you got any cattle sorting advice for everybody?
Calm and easy.
Calm and easy?
Yeah,
How we been doing at that so far?
not very good.
Guys, Aaron's pulling the truck around. He's trying to hook up to the chute right there, but he's got the long cattle trailer. He said he can back it up pretty easily. Let's see. I'm gonna say he's gonna have to pull forward 3 times in order to get backed up to the chute. I don't think that one's gonna count, guys. It's never a good strategy when you're at that angle with that far to go. Okay, there's one. He's just gonna reset. He's gonna get wise and reset here. Okay, he only had to pull forward once, but he didn't really pick a side on the chute, so I'm gonna count that as like a 7 out of 10 job. Aaron, so everybody doesn't yell at me, I want to tell you did a good job backing up the truck. Howdy guys, welcome back to the ranch. First load of beef right here, headed straight to the processor, and it's gonna be headed to your front door. So if you haven't placed your order yet, you still got a little bit of time. Howdy guys, welcome back again. We are dropping off another load of steers here at the processor as we gear up for our August 1st, first week in August shipping rollout. More beef leaving the ranch, headed to your front door. So this is part of it, but there's kind of a steady flow of cattle from the ranch to the processor and beef from the processor back to the ranch. So pretty cool, getting pretty used to the drive, and we're gonna take you guys along for the ride. Hope y'all enjoy it. If you hadn't got your order in, there's still more time, don't worry. And then I don't know if I know the name or the model number on this one. Oh, there it is, Wiley. But you talk about a sweet little sprayer. If you're just looking to do something simple or quick, it's got what, 900 gallon tank on it, 1,000 gallon tank on it. But you don't have to worry about getting the main fertilizer truck all hooked up. You can just grab on this thing. Sprays probably, I think 12 or 15 feet is how wide the booms are, and then you can get pretty good spray past that. It's all driven by this gear right here on the wheel. So that's been cool. I'm gonna have some videos coming out of us using that one. Right here, guys, the inaugural set of our freezer beef deliveries leaving the ranch this morning. You know, since we started this direct to community beef company in March, taking dozens and dozens of freezer beef orders, but these are pretty we started getting these orders back in March, and now we're taking them to the processor. But this is cool for us because this was our first set of orders. These are the first group of people who showed a commitment to our ranch and our beef and what we're doing here and really joined our community. So everybody who's getting really great beef here at the end of July from the Parker County Beef Company, thank you very much. August is full, September's full, October is getting pretty full. We're gonna get you guys taken care of. Thank you to everyone who's supporting us, continues to support us here at the ranch. Well, here's the thing. I have not figured out a way to raise great cars yet. So unfortunately, I can't sell you any cars. But what we have figured out is how to raise and sell really great beef from our ranch here in North Texas. So if you're looking for that, hit me up. If you're not, and if you're looking for cars, I can't help you out. So it is about 3 hours later, and no bueno. We did about 12 bales an hour, so stuff's pretty thin, but made a mistake when I was trying to clean up a bale that messed up, and I ran the core into the baler. So I spent about 30-45 minutes through the baler digging it out in 110 degree heat. So hopefully we don't do that anymore. First field's done. The sun is still up, which means we got more hay to keep baling. The ag guy told us that we could either have really fancy tractors or we could just make really great beef. I guess you guys can tell what we decided. I don't think that enough people are asking the right questions or specific enough questions when it comes to vaccines in their beef. What's up, guys? I'm Bryson, 4th generation here at the Parker County Beef Company, building an online beef company here in North Texas from our 100-year-old family-owned cattle ranch, and bringing you guys along with us, talking about our cows and everything else in between. So when it comes to vaccines, I get this question all the time. Do you vaccinate your cows? Do you vaccinate your cows? And I think a lot of the questions people are asking are in response to things they see on social media. They see things about mRNA vaccines. So very quickly, we don't use any kind of mRNA vaccines here. No one's forcing us to give our cows anything. We give a standard round of vaccines when these calves are between 3 and 4 months old, and that's really just that they live a healthy lifestyle. We want them to make it to maturity, and we want them to make it there in a healthy manner, so that's why we vaccinate our calves. Hey guys, it's Bryson, Parker County Beef Company. Welcome back to the ranch. Wanted to talk to you today about something that I didn't realize was going to be as popular as it is as we're building our beef company. So we're getting into shipping our beef. We've got orders coming in from all over the country, people wanting to try our great beef, and we have an unusually popular cut of beef, and it's this right here. So those are prepared, but the oxtail, so very simply, that is the tail of the ox or the cow in this situation, but extremely popular. I think I have a waiting list right now to buy every oxtail that we can get our hands on. So super fascinating. Not really something that I'd ever had a ton of experience with before, but we're learning that there's a ton of customers out there that like it, and pretty neat to keep learning things as we build this online beef company. It's Bryson. Welcome back to the ranch. I want to give you guys a quick rundown of what we've been up to this week. So if you read our email, this was a really busy week for us. We took our first 2 loads of steers to the processors. So that includes the inventory that we're going to be shipping to your front door. That also includes our first order of quarters, halves, and whole beef. Super exciting for us because it's kind of the first step in the new era of our ranch and the first step in really bringing this online beef company to a reality. So that's super cool. We had a ton of fun with that. I made some videos on that. If you missed it, we had a video go pretty viral online on TikTok. I think we're at 2 million views now. Brought a lot of new people to this community. So if you're seeing this from a video you saw on TikTok, welcome. We're glad you're here. My name is Bryson. My family and I have been raising beef here for over 100 years. And we decided this was the year to start our direct-to-community online beef company. So had a ton of fun with it. We love doing the videos and the content for you guys, and we get a lot of good feedback on that as well. We got our shipping kind of area set up this week. Our freezers are in. We're started make sure everything's laid out so when we start shipping here at the beginning of August, everything goes smoothly. That is going to be really exciting for us as well. trying to do more and more of these longer form videos, just so you guys get to see more behind the scenes. Pretty scenery like this right here. Check out the windmill. It's not very windy, but somehow it's still spinning. So we hope you guys enjoy this. Check out our website. If you ever have any questions, guys, my phone number's on the website. You know where to find me, and super glad you're here. People ask, how do we treat our animals? So I like to tell people that when our calves are here on the ranch, I want them to be fat and happy. That is their job. That is the purpose that they serve here. So I want them to live a resort lifestyle. That sounds right. Resort lifestyle while they're here with us. They're comfortable. They're as cool as you can get here in Texas. And right now they're hanging out under the shade. Unlimited water, unlimited forage on the hay. They get fed really sweet grain twice a day. They're living it up here as much as a 1,400-pound steer, I guess, in their lifetime. Howdy there, guys. Welcome back to the ranch. My name's Bryson, 4th generation here at the Parker County Beef Company. And Michelle, thank you very much for your question. Our last processing date for this year is going to be in October. We're taking a little bit of a break at the end of the year just to get through the end of the year craziness. We'll pick up in January though, and we are wide open for 2024. So if you're looking for quarters, halves, and wholes, great North Texas beef, send me a message. I maybe got a slot or two open for October, but after that, we're just going to pick up in January, and you guys have your selection. If you get in it now, if you message me now, you pick whatever date you want for 2024, so you lock in exactly when you want to fill up your freezer. Send me a message on here. I'd be glad to help you out. Okay, you asked, so let's see how quickly we can upset the internet people. So I'll give you the price for a half, and then it's the same pricing structure, so you can do a little bit of math and figure out what a quarter or a whole would cost as well. I'll get you a half here, pickup in Springtown, Texas, vacuum sealed, individually wrapped and labeled with a custom cut sheet for $1,900 out the door. We pay processing, we pay fees, USDA inspected, and we got plenty of them for next year. You let me know, I'd love to get you on the schedule. Did you guys know that if you ever needed to take a mailbox out, they make this really cool tool that you can do it. So what you do is, you see this door right here, you just leave this open, you head off down the road, it'll take the mailboxes right out. Now, I've been told there are probably cheaper ways to do this, but if you guys are ever looking for a way to remove a mailbox, we've got one for you. Super busy couple of days here at the Parker County Beef Company, guys, and I wanted to show you guys this because it's really cool. People always ask me, how much can you fit in a freezer? How much freezer space do I need? So shorter answer is, we always say about 5.5 cubic feet per quarter, but I wanted to show you guys this on one of our big freezers. So this is a 24 cubic foot freezer. This is one of the bigger ones that you can buy from places like Home Depot. And we just got this filled up with our load from the processor here. Left a little bit of room for air, and it's stacked in there pretty tight. So how many pounds of ground beef do you think we could fit in that freezer? If you're a customer, whoever guesses closest to what the actual amount is in the freezer, I'm gonna throw in a couple extra pounds of ground beef in your order. So let me know in the comments. We'll post the answer on here tomorrow.